Sam Ehlinger kept on the roster this year. And so, a lot of people kind of on the fence. I was on the fence as to whether Sam Ehlinger ought to be kept. I knew that he was going to be kept, but I wasn't sure. I wanted to talk to him and see how that feels and kind of get a good look at who he is and what he does and how he does it and why he does it. So we talked to Sam Ehlinger. Did he know you were being kept? Did you get nervous on cut day?
I think naturally the business, you never know what could happen. We felt pretty good that we had a good shot of being here. Felt good about what we put out in camp and during the preseason. So, you never know in this league, but, we felt good about it.
With Richardson, it seems like he gravitates toward you, and you guys spend a lot of time on the sidelines talking to each other. How's that relationship grown over this year and a half?
I think our relationship's grown a lot. I was in high school actually at the Elite 11. I was a counselor there, so we started our relationship way back. And, we have a good relationship. I feel like we're continuing to develop, and I'm excited for him. I think.
Do you feel kind of like a mentor to him somehow? It's kind of an odd way to perceive the relationship. You guys are pretty contemporaneous. You're virtually the same age. You're a little bit older.
A little bit, yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. Yeah, I think you need to ask him that. I think we have a great relationship. It's we're good friends as well. So we definitely talk a lot about football and about everything that's taking place.
What you work on in the off season to improve? It seems like your velocity a little bit better.
Yeah. A lot of mechanical work, working on the shoulder. I could get into all the different muscles of the shoulder with supraspinatus, infraspinatus, all the teres muscles, the scap, everything like that. I won't bore you with that, but I think just working on mechanics, continuing to be efficient, working on the neurological system to be able to fire quickly and move fast. So a lot of things in essence, but just working on shoulder and mechanics.
Is that all like physio, all the brain stuff, or is that also cognitive, where you're quicker cognitive?
It's both. I think that a lot of that, there was a bunch of different training techniques. There's definitely some neurological work, working on the brain, reaction time, working on the cerebellum, things like that. So I feel like that's helped a lot in the quicker decision making, as well as like telling your body to move faster. So a lot of different things in essence.
What do you do? You seem to me like to be a grinder, where you're just always involved in this. Is there anything you do on the outside, like to unwind and relax?
My wife tells me I need to be better at it. I try to play golf in the off season. No, I wish. I started playing in college, but yes, I wish I grew up with a stick in my hand. But no, I like to read, unwind, like to walk the dog, take walks with my wife, just hang out with her. So.
What do you read?
It just depends. I like to read a lot of stuff. I've been recently on an Ayn Rand kick, the philosopher.
Really?
Yeah, she's big on true capitalism and has some really good novels, compelling novels. I like Christian books.
Fountainhead and whatnot.
Yeah, The Fountainhead and Atlas Shrugged. Atlas Shrugged is one of my favorite books. So I'll read some of that. I'll read business books, real estate, New York real estate, things like that.
So you're taking good care of your money?
Trying to.
Yeah.
Trying to. I like to read the Bible. A lot of different things.
What do you gain from that?
From what?
The Bible, reading the Bible. Where does that take you?
Yeah, I believe that the Bible is divinely inspired, and so I think that is our way of communicating with God. I'm the creator of the universe, so he's given us text that has withstood the test of time. It's been around for a long time, the most famous, most popular, best-selling book of all time, and so I think there's a lot of wisdom in there, and I think that it's divine text, and I think that he can speak to us through his scripture, and he's kind of given us, the history of the world, as well as some of his prophets and people like that telling us, the lessons that they learned in their time. And it's all the same. It says in Ecclesiastes, like, nothing's new under the sun. And so it's all the same lessons and principles. So you can kind of understand what has happened. Okay, it's not that different to these times, and apply it looking forward.
That's Sam Ehlinger, and that's interesting to me. These guys, it's hard to get to the NFL. It's hard to stay in the NFL, and it's hard to keep your life balanced while being in the NFL. And so that was interesting to me, learning about because it's not easy being Sam Ehlinger, and it's not easy being a quarterback, and it's not easy kind of being a mentor. None of that's easy. Trying to figure out how physically to develop yourself in a way that you can live your dream and continue to live your dream, that's a hell of a challenge. And it's one that so far Sam Ehlinger is answering at every turn.